Welcome back to Casual Gamer Odds as we move into round 14 of our 4th season on career mode on F1 2017. We just had a failed invitational event, but hopefully we're not going to have a failed qualifying here because we're about to get into one lap qualifying here at Marina Bay Street Circuit in Singapore. Let's do it! Best qualifying of 10th here came in Season 2 of F1 2016, and we'd like to match that. They expect us to be 16th or higher, and hopefully we can do that. Obviously, this circuit probably won't suit us as much as the last two, given it's more of a downforce circuit as opposed to a high-speed circuit. Our engine upgrades probably won't come in as handy here as they obviously did in Belgium and Italy. So it's going to be a little bit more difficult for us here, given that that's not been the focus of our upgrades. So we'll see how we go. In terms of our current standings within the team, we are right in the purple section of our reputation, and our reputation with the teams as well. We have a lot of interest coming our way from some of the teams at the moment, which if we can keep that up, we should get ourselves another offer for next season. So fingers crossed. It's not going to happen here if we finish qualifying where we are right now. Struggling big time at the moment, and it's not looking likely we're going to get to our 16th position here at the moment, people. This is a very poor qualifying at the moment as I deliberately brake hard to avoid the wall. Better to finish in 20th and crash out into 20th, and this is going to be the first time in a long time we failed to meet an objective, and we are a long way back here. So hopefully we can turn this around for the race. Whoa, 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 whoa. And wow, we are failing miserably here. This is not what we need. This is not what we need after such a consistent run of form here. We're going to drop down on our reputation level, and we're going to drop down in our team interest. And again, you watch how badly it will punish me for this, considering that we get rewarded so little. That is going to be so frustrating as we cross the line in last.
It's a bit disappointing, but we just need to push hard in the race and we can still come away with something.
Yeah, well, fuck you, Jeffrey. That hurts. Because again, we're going to get punished big time for that. Alright, regroup. Let's move forward. Let's do this. Now we upgrade and put in a part. This time around, we didn't get the option to do it at the end of Italy because we went straight into our invitational. So therefore the part, it's a major upgrade to the fuel compartment on our engine, which means it won't be in place with Japan. So it's a 2-rounder, which again says 2 weeks, but that should say 2 rounds, not 2 weeks, because it's more than 2 weeks in between races. So just realism there. Alright, we're going to not get hardly anything there. This is going to be, we're still leading, so slightly we're going to lose points here. Renault's still quite interested in us, so that's alright. Okay. Do we want to put a new engine in? We may as well. We've got nothing to lose here. So we'll just fit a new engine in, just for shits and gigs. Just, so we've got some extra moving forward. I don't think we can fit a new gearbox, because I'm pretty sure we got one new one anyway this round anyway. But I'm pretty sure, yeah, we're fitted entirely there. Well, I didn't mean to exit the laptop there. Sorry about that, folks. Wasting your time. Best finish here, as I said, 6th place back in Season 2 of F1 2016. We actually have never finished Singapore on F1 2017. So there's a bit of a jinx thing we can possibly break. As we try, I'm going to say we're probably going to be expected to finish around 17th based on that performance. I'd like it to be 19th, but it's all about beating Sainz and Grosjean, of course. It's a wet race too. Ooh, that is not good. That is not good. Full wets or just inters. This isn't a race you want to be wet. Not confident about this one. Oh god, we're on dries. What the actual fuck? Alright. Be prepared for incidents. At least we get on the inside here. Can we last a lap? Oh. Just get a little bit of curb there. I'm going to sneak around the Williams here. Okay. Thank you, Jeff. I wasn't too confident in that start, but apparently we got it. So 18th is where we need to be. Alright, switch focus purely to 18th. That's where we are. We're well and truly inside that goal at the moment. Ugh. Grosjean's ahead of us though. Grosjean's in the points. That's not good for our rivalry. We've got a bit of wiggle room on Romain at the moment though. So at the moment I'm kind of only focused on our reputation in the team, as well as for other teams at the moment. So not really too much focus on Romain, given that I feel we've got a bit of a buffer on him at the moment. So we are heading into some races where, I mean, I don't struggle in Malaysia. I've just had bad luck in Malaysia. Oh crap, and that's giving me a red front wing damage. Not what you need here in Singapore. And I'm surprised I didn't get a penalty for that. That's going to cause me to struggle, and this is only on lap 1 too. Just going to keep an eye on tiptoeing around this track. Somehow we're holding onto the back of these guys in front of us. Obviously we're all on the same tyres. We're all on the same circuit. Oh, God, I really had to pull out of that one. And little moments like that is what scares me at this Grand Prix in conditions like this. It's going to be a long race. Raikkonen leading it. This is Vettel's playground here too, so for Raikkonen to be leading it, it's quite interesting. But anyway, switch focus to trying to finish this race. And I mean, we'd love to maintain a point here, but obviously top 18 is our goal at the moment. If we can get ahead of Grosjean, perfect. But at the moment, we're meeting team expectations and we're beating Sainz. So anything else is a bonus. If we can just make our way through here, this will be very good for the morale. Bounce back from a poor qualifying. And again, forgive me for being a little bit quiet. Just a bit nervous. Concentrating here. I hate this corner. I hate this next corner too. Actually, I hate the next whole sequences of corners here. Alright. Oh, this one's a tricky little sucker too. Comes away from you onto the bridge just up here. Sweeps into this right-hander. That curb always raises you up a little bit. Come onto the bridge here, and this comes out of nowhere, this corner. You gotta go right, then you gotta sweep left. You gotta try not to get too much curb there. I'm really holding these guys up behind me, but I don't care. I'm gonna assume they're gonna get DRS too, given that it's not fully wet. You can slide off into this one so easily. Just maintain that one ever so slightly. Then this sucker here, which goes right. Then it goes left. Oh God, the grip is terrible. Hanging onto this car so hard right now. Into the tunnel. And it's going to open up slightly here, which is where the guys behind me are going to have a crack at me, I feel. So I'm just not confident enough to hang on here too badly. And I'm just tiptoeing around here so much. I'm quite nervous. Oh God, I'm going to lose a car coming into the final corner. Those raindrops kind of look like they were meteorites about to come down on me. They scared me for a second. And I'm like, what is that coming at me on the track? The raindrops coming down the lens when you pay attention to them. Don't need distractions at this point of the race. And DRS hasn't been enabled. DRS has not been enabled. They're playing to the conditions, so that is good news. That is good news. DRS has not been enabled. So we will stick focus to that right now. And just open the revs up slightly here. So we get into the zone where DRS generally would be enabled. Switch it back down to standard. We've obviously entered defense mode here. Have for quite some time since we damaged the front wing. And again, very lucky to escape without a penalty for what happened. But again, we will take it. And we're going to focus on trying to finish the Singapore Grand Prix. Oh, ride that curb too much. We're making our Toro Rosso the widest car in Singapore tonight. Don't want to leave any gaps for Esteban. We know what he's capable of, the little bastard. Again, we just seem to get good acceleration out of the corners. despite the fact that, again, we just have not focused on downforce on this car at all. All we're focused on in this car is engine power and fuel reliability, which hopefully, with that update, if it successfully takes come Japan, we will have ourselves a nice little upgrade that should be good moving forward. I kind of have a feeling though we're due for a failure on a component, aren't we? We've only had the one so far. That was back in Malaysia first season, so we're definitely due for one. Don't think about what we're due for. Think about what we deserve. Think positive thoughts, Ben. Alright. Whack it up to rich mode. Ocon with a bit of a run on you here. Turn 1. Penultimate lap. Penultimate lap here in Singapore. Hold on to it, Ben. You're doing well at the moment. Heart is pounding at the moment. Guys, if you're wondering. Sure you are. Just going to open this up slightly in terms of the rich mode. Just give ourselves a nice run down this middle straight. Whack it back down to standard. And a bit of a acceleration. Ocon the closest he's been there. You can see the double white arrow. That's when all of a sudden he's close. Tiny bit of curb. Let's keep this doing what we're doing here. Maintain it. Don't worry about Grosjean in front. He's gone. For the rivalry, he will get you. He'll get a few points back. But I think he had about a 3 or 4 point buffer over him heading into this race. So you can allow him to get a few back. And hopefully hold on to your first rivalry win, which will be a big boost, I think, for your confidence. Alright. Bit of a stretch now here. Good acceleration out of the turn. As we move ever closer here to start our final lap. Can't come soon enough if you ask me. As the rain has stopped. The rain has stopped, so there's every opportunity that DRS might come into play in the last lap. I think they're going to enable DRS possibly on this last lap. Nothing's come up on the screen just yet. I think it would have popped up by now. Hopefully we can go through these last 2 DRS zones without any addition of DRS, because that will help Ocon behind me. Very much so, as I get good acceleration now into the main straight. Last lap. Last lap here in Singapore. Can I hold on? It's all down to me. It's all down to my ability here, folks, and you know that's not that good. It's at times quite ragged. I've been quite good so far this race, and touch wood I stay that way. Open it up with the rich mode on. I can see Ocon's getting closer to me though. Ocon's going to get a bit of a run on me. I'm going to switch it back down to standard. I should have enough really to run this entire last lap in rich mode, but it's the last thing I need. As Ocon is again as close as he has been all race. He's having a sniff. He's having a look. He's sniffing my aftershave. He's sniffing my armpits. Magnussen too getting close to Ocon. Track coming alive a little bit with a lack of rain now. Don't want to lose any time by sliding out. Let's come across this bridge section. Once again, tricky around that section there. Get a bit of acceleration going here. Stretch our legs slightly over the Force India. Maintain it again. It's our fastest sector time there. Fireworks are off. Assuming Raikkonen won the Grand Prix. He did. Bit of an upset there. Vettel generally wins. We make it through this section here. We should be home and hosed. Holds on. We'll whack it up to rich mode to get some good acceleration coming now into the final section of this track. Ocon is there. Look at all those flashing lights. That look awesome. It's distracting though. We're going to hold on to it here. We're going to hold on to it here. Ever so slightly. Yes! Woo!
Okay, pick up rubber and bring it home.
16 race finishes in a row. We've finished every race so far this season. And that's a good feeling. We've now had 5 consecutive points finishes as well. 10th place never felt so good. Let's have a look at the replay. That was a difficult one. We started last, remember. Fought our way through. That was a good start. And I was off circuit there. And again, they obviously didn't deem me overtaking anyone. I might beg to differ there, but hey, I don't want a penalty. Anyway. Raikkonen, Vettel, Bottas, Hamilton, Verstappen, Ricciardo, Massa, Perez, Grosjean, myself. So the only disappointment, obviously not getting here, Grosjean, but we'll look at the standings. Raikkonen closes in slightly, but with 6 rounds to go, he's still 2 wins clear. So he could hypothetically win this championship by Mexico. Raikkonen, Hamilton, Bottas, Ricciardo, Massa up above Perez, Verstappen, Ocon. We're still there in 10th. We've got to catch up on Ocon. We beat him in this race, so we'll see if we can reel him in for 9th. Ferrari have all but won the championship. Mercedes, Red Bull, Force India, Williams. I don't think we're going to catch Williams, but we're hanging on there to 6th place ahead of Haas. So we're off to Malaysia next, and we'll see how we go there. In the meantime, like, subscribe, comment here on Casual Gamer Oz. That's a big sigh of relief. Let's go to Sepang. We'll see you next time. Good night.